Hey team, it's Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. I just want to say we hit our goal, 300 subscribers. Thank you so much. Can't thank you enough again. Appreciate all the support and help on the channel. We're brand new here. We're just starting out and we're just having a great time as well. Hey, so today the video is the Conde, the French cruiser that is the super cruiser. Build is on the screen. It's more of I would say concealment build with an additional, if we have ships within our range, we get a minus 8% buff on reload firepower. Again, thank you again for all the help and support. Like, subscribe, bell button to help us get to 400 subscribers. Our next goal here, and trying to grow the community and the channel. So, what is this season of or update of super ships has been showing me is they're really fun. And if you haven't seen the dev blog beta for the United States has released some of the updates for the upcoming developing side of house, and they are saying that they're going to incorporate these super ships into randoms because we've been doing it in ranked, as you notice right now, and they've been shown that the super ships in ranked are kind of proven that people like them and they're working, they're viable. Just like they tried submarines out, it works, and I feel like, again, this is just wargaming, trying to expand their horizons to increase revenue, increase ideas, and increase diversity in gameplay, which I think is really great. And honestly, they've been really fun. They're not overpowered in a sense because they all can be killed and blapped and normally like all the other ships. They just have special little gimmicks here and there. Now, what they'll be resource-wise available for, we don't know. It's still something that is new and they're talking about it, but they will be incorporated into bigger gameplays like random, which is more of a 12 versus 12, and I think with the additional ships it'll be a little bit different in gameplay. So let's talk about the Conde. So when it does come out, hopefully we can get it for some kind of special resource that'd be not too hard, but I bet you it will be because these are really rare ships. The Conde, look at that rapid fire right there. We're just trying it out to see what it's like. This thing has pretty awesome firepower. And boom, 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 boom. We're just trying it out, see if we can get it. A long reload though. So you notice in the F key there, if you select F, you get the multi-burst or burst fire, if you will, of all the guns. They basically fire 2 salvos within quick succession, but you suffer a long reload, as you can see. The beauty about this, and if you've seen my previous video about the Annapolis, the cool thing about the Conde is it has a reload booster there, and was one of the consumables in the Y section of my heads-up display. So let's talk about a lot of the good features about the Conde compared to maybe the other one, the Annapolis. Now, I like the Annapolis, don't get me wrong. The thing I like about the Annapolis is its quick reload. It's like a super Des Moines. The Conde, on the other hand, has more of like a super cruiser reload, more of like a 12 to 13 seconds between shots kind of deal. But the help of the reload booster gives it that extra edge, I would say, just kind of like a Kleber or a Terrible, whatever. The French cruisers and destroyers have that reload booster, really helps out. Even the John Bard has that reload booster. So I think that is what the gimmick is for this, is they're quick firing when you need it reload. In addition to the super cruiser ship special gimmick, multi-burst, whatever you want to call it, the super burst that it also allows you to have. And the cool thing is with the super burst, you can use the reload booster to take that time down as well. So let's take a demonstration here on the Hindenburg you see here. Let's take a look at the firepower. We try HE out a little bit. Now the HE shells do pretty okay damage, but I think the powerhouse of this ship is the AP shells. I mean, watch, so the HE, yeah, did some damage, whatever, got some penetration hits there, but when we switch the AP, and especially on a broadside cruiser, just look what it can do. It can blap cruisers out of nowhere, out of nothing, and it can really also take on some pretty big ships as well, like battleships. So I think that what it's got going for it is these cool 12 gun setup for these AP blaps from the side here, and you're going to see it right here, as well as it has, look at the speed. I mean, with the engine boost on right now, this cruiser can get up to 40 knots plus with speed flags. That is incredible for a cruiser. I mean, going faster than most DDs can go. So right here, look at this. We just put a little lead right there. The Hindenburg is going pretty fast. Fire a salvo just from the front 2 guns. These are just front 2 guns now, 8 shells, and watch that. Look at that dispersion. Boom! Look at that, 11.9. And let's see, and the reload's manageable. It's 12 to 13 second reload. You hit the reload booster, you cut it down to about half. Look at that here, I cut it down right there. Another Citadel, and we're going to take another fire. They take all 12 guns to bear, and we do a tactical beach here. It's all part of the tactics. And boom, out of the game. back to port, sir. And that is the firepower of the Conde right there. Now, granted, it is a broadside Hindenburg, but man, I mean, these shells, I mean, especially the reload booster, if I had done the multi-burst, I think I could have taken them out in one salvo or one burst shot, if you will, and taken them out. But these guns are pretty deadly. And you know, like I said, the destroyers in our concealment range right now, I got that little perk at the bottom there that allows you to minus 8% on the reload. So this was really an awesome and fun build while maintaining some form of concealment. I mean, 13 kilometers is a standard concealment for some of these super cruisers like, Puerto Rico or Hindenburg or Zal. So we fire some HE right here at the gearing, and boom, 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 boom. Full salvo right there. I mean, if all those shells had connected, the gearing would have been blapped to the face of oblivion. And I didn't realize this, it has secondaries. Oh my goodness, like a cruiser, French cruiser here has got some secondaries that actually do something. Whether or not I hit it is something we can talk about later, but gearing is taken out of the game, and we're going to turn this big cruiser thing around. I mean, look at the maneuverability. It actually is okay. It's not the greatest. I would say like Colbert style like turning, but it still can turn. It's not bad. And AA, you can see it's doing somewhat. AA is all broken anyways. But it's turning, it's able to do stuff, but as you can tell, if someone does fire on us, we're just, look at that freeboard or sideboard, you want to call it. We are pretty high out of the water, so it has a pretty high citadel. So don't get me wrong, these super ships can get blapped into oblivion, so don't think that it is something that can brawl or take on its own. It really does not. It's got heals, but again, it's a cruiser kind of style heal. It's nothing too spectacular. This thing is more of a medium to long range spamming type of platform. So the thing I also like about it is the speed. The ability for it to maneuver like this and turn its guns pretty quickly to where you need it to bear is really a great platform for it to be a supportive role on the battlefield, to support either big battleships or even support DD spotting out in front. This thing is really a great blapper, if you will, and a spammer. You can see with the HEs, even the HE shells, if you get the HE and use them super burst, as I call it, and you can unload literally 24 shells of HE on anything, and it really will do some devastating damage. So I think the rest of the game we're just gonna farm on the Annapolis here, and really everybody else is too spread out to do anything. This game is pretty much over. This seems like the trend and meta of rank these days. It seems like people are just, I don't know, not maneuvering well. They're just going wherever they want to go, not working together. They're also, look at that citadel right there on the Annapolis, sorry, the Super Des Moines, the Annapolis. Again, look at the Annapolis, it's a high freeboard, high out of the water, high citadel. And you pretty much put a lot of these shells on target. If he just keeps broadside, and boom, you can get some nice shots on there. Boom, look at that. But anyways, yeah, the nature of rank these days just seems like it's either one-sided. It's either you are literally steamrolling and just rolling, like literally clubbing seals or whatever it is you call it, that it's just blanket one-sided the whole time. And they haven't been close. I mean, I haven't been in many close rank games. This matchmaking is, I don't know what it is. It just seems like it's just too far-sighted on one end. But it is fun though. I do like the rank of the fact that they're introducing just nothing but cruisers, battleships, and destroyers, no submarines or CVs, and they have been actually turning out to be fun games. So my final impressions of the Conde. What do I like about it? What do I don't? Things I really like about it, the speed, the ability to be able to maneuver all across the battlefield and move its guns to where it needs to be, providing that fire support is great. The reload booster is really, really awesome. The reload on the main guns is awesome because they're not as horrendous of a reload, especially with the reload booster, and you have the super burst. And the AP shells on this thing are incredible. If you go YouTube some Conde videos like have been released by like Flamu or Flambast or whatever, a lot of them are blapping Yamatos with one shots. If you get close enough and get in the Citadel, they literally in one super burst shot can take out a full health Yamato all the way down to maybe almost next to nothing. Pretty awesome. It's got torpedoes and it's got secondary. So this thing has almost everything if you think about it. It's pretty awesome for what it's supposed to do. An amazing platform. This is almost kind of like a super Worcester, if you want to call it. A Worcester had like everything except for this thing just having radar. I mean, this thing's got hydro, torpedoes, AP shells, super burst, reload booster. It's got engine boost. It's got heals. It's got 12 guns. This thing literally has almost everything. I can see why a lot of people were playing the Conde during the game. So my thoughts and impressions on it are really good. I recommend this ship definitely. If you ever get the chance to buy it or get it, I would get the Conde and the Annapolis. These are the two best super ships they've released, and they're really, really viable. The bad stuff about this is probably the health, heals maybe. Maneuverability is great. It can turn if you want to build for it. The concealment, I wish it could be better. Maybe it could be like Alaska kind of style, or even Colbert. That'd be really cool, but then it'd be overpowered. Those are some of the cons I think about it, but really I would recommend. I don't have many cons about it. It is an awesome and a fun ship, and we're going to use the last few seconds here to blap the Annapolis, our favorite Super Des Moines brother here, and we're going to blap him out of existence. But again, we want to say thank you enough. This video is really more congratulations getting to 300 subscribers. We're growing the channel. We're having fun doing it, building a community. I've seen you guys on ranked and a lot of battles, and that you guys have been liking my videos and supporting me, and I appreciate it. And you guys have been giving great constructive criticism, anything to do to make this channel better and also bring the community together. So I hope you guys have a great time. Enjoy the rest of the video. Until then, look forward to making more videos in the near future. Take care. Cheers.
Вражеский крейсер потоплен.